Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Island Soft. I'll be walking us through on how to print strings using the recursion method in C. So before we begin, you should be seeing a main.c file which will be used to test our program, a main.h files which contains all of the other files we'll be using for this project. So we'll be having our picture file. This is an already built picture apart from the main picture.c. So now the name of the file we'll be creating now will be 0 bits recursion.c. So now how do we do this? First of all, we put in the header file main.h. You might be wondering, why am I having main.h here? Well, you'll be understanding this in a later video, but you should know, if you want to have something like this, you can actually have it if you have actually edited your main.h file. So having my main.h files here allows me to be able to use the main.h file header anywhere. I could include stdio.h here. So for me to include stdio.h here, it means I can actually use this file here in any of my C files. So by doing so, in this file we just put include main.h instead of me putting include stdio. So now for the recursion, don't forget Betty style linker, and we'll be writing a function called process recursion. Print strings to standard output. We are having a variable C, pointer to character. And data. So we put in the function, we define the function, argument of so now to start recursion, one of the ways I used to understand recursion. It's using the normal method we use apart from recursion. So from there, I just use it and I create the codes. Recursion can be somehow tedious sometimes, somehow hectic and how it goes, but you shouldn't want yourself that much time to understand. It's just give yourself time and you'll get it. So now one of the steps I use is that you know if you want to print a string normally using the put char, you will have to write a loop. You have to write a loop, let's say a while loop, and you say while the particular character is not null, it should continue to print until that particular character becomes null. It will stop printing, just like this. You say while C is true, say while C is true, then it's butcher C. You see this? While C is true, it continues to put char C. Then C++. So this will continue to print C until it becomes false. So now this is just like a normal way to print it without using recursion. Now in terms of recursion, you say in terms of recursion we don't use while, or we don't use for, we use if. So we don't use loops in the recursion method, we use if, just a conditional statement of if. So now you say using the while loop here, you said while C is true. Now in terms of recursion, you will say if the first character of C is true, then recursively send C plus 1. And again, while C is true, make sure you print out the character C. So by doing so, this is exactly as this. While if C is true, then you print C. Let's say we're having Adam to be the name. So while if C is true, which is A, then you print A. When you print A, then you send the address of A plus 1, which goes to D. It sends this back to this function there. So this becomes D. If D is true, it prints D. Then the function repeats itself again till D plus 1, which becomes A. This is not character, this is address. The address holding D plus 1 goes to the address holding A. Then it sends the address back to this. Then if the character in that, the value in that address is true, it prints out the value A. So the function sends the address of a plus 1, which turns the address of d to this particular function again. Then if m is true, now it prints m. So the function again sends the address of m plus 1 to this particular path. If the address holding the next if the address holding the next value is true, which is false, because after m there is nothing again, there is just null. So since it's null, this is not true, it ends. All of this if statement ends. So as soon as it ends, we are done. But by doing this, we will be having there will be an error, although it will print out the answer but without a new line. But we need to put new lines because future doesn't actually give us new lines. So to correct this, we'd say, if we should save this, and we say gcc, we say put, and we say main.c, and we say future.c, and let's give the output name program. So now let's run program. You see what it does? It gives you the answer without a new line. So how do we correct this? We correct it by putting an instruction that says new line. Then we say else if it becomes false, then make sure to give it a new line. With this, let's compile. Got the answer. Put with recursion. So this is exactly the same content we are having in our main.c. Put with recursion. So as you can see, we use the function put recursion there to print out put with recursion. So by using the function put recursion, so now we are able to do that. So in this function, we have functions here. We have one function, we have two functions, we have three functions. So you might be wondering why we are having underscore in front of putchar. Well, this is because we actually constructed our own putchar ourselves. So we are not using the normal putchar, we are constructing our putchar by ourselves. So that's it on putting strings in recursion. Do like and subscribe to my channel, and we'll be updating you with more videos later on. Bye.